The rain had stopped just past midnight, leaving the two-lane highway slick and gleaming under the crescent moon. Malik drove with the radio low, static humming beneath old R&B, just enough to keep him awake. The road was empty, too empty. He almost didn't see her, a figure at the shoulder drenched, hand raised limply. She wore a pale dress clinging to her skin, her hair long and dripping as though she'd just stepped out of a lake. Malik slowed, debating. His mama had always warned him about picking up strangers at night. But something about the woman, fragile, shivering, barefoot on the asphalt, made it impossible to leave her behind. He rolled down the window. "You need a ride?" She leaned in. Her face was pale, eyes huge and glassy. She didn't answer, only nodded once. Malik unlocked the door. She slipped into the back seat without a word, water soaking into the cloth upholstery. For a few minutes they rode in silence. The woman stared at the window, raindrops streaking past. Malik glanced in the rearview mirror to speak. "Where you headed?" But froze. She was smiling, not politely, not gratefully. Her lips were pulled wide, showing too many teeth, each gleaming wet as if freshly sharpened. And her eyes, they didn't blink. Malik jerked his gaze back to the road, heart hammering. When he looked again, the smile was gone. She sat as before, vacant, fragile. Had he imagined it? The radio sputtered, channels shifting on their own until a child's laughter filled the speakers. Malik lunged to turn the knob, but the dial spun uselessly beneath his fingers. The laughter grew louder, spilling into giggles and shrieks. "Stop," Malik whispered, as though speaking to the car itself. The woman leaned forward, her breath cold against his ear. "You missed the turn." Malik swerved instinctively. "What turn?" he asked, voice cracking. A reflection in the mirror didn't match her movements. In the rearview, she sat straight, still, grinning ear to ear again, while in the seat itself she leaned close. Two versions of her at once. He slammed the brakes. The car screeched to a stop in the middle of the empty road. Malik whipped around. The back seat was empty. His breath came in short, jagged bursts. He laughed nervously, dragging his hands down his face. Maybe exhaustion was playing tricks on him. He reached for his phone to call someone, anyone. That was when he saw it. The reflection. In the rearview mirror, she still sat there smiling. Even though the seat was empty, her grin widened, flesh splitting at the corners of her mouth until the skin tore. Blood dripped down her chin onto the mirror itself, though the glass remained clean. Malik's chest tightened. He forced himself to look away from the mirror, straight ahead. His headlights illuminated a figure standing in the middle of the road. The woman. Her head cocked unnaturally to one side, smile carved impossibly wide. Before he could react, she was suddenly beside him. Inside the car again, in the seat next to him, eyes gleaming black. Her jaw unhinged with a wet snap, teeth cascading longer, sharper, glistening with saliva. Malik screamed and threw the wheel. The car spun, tires screeching against wet asphalt, metal crunching as it slammed into the guardrail. Glass exploded. The world turned over. Silence. Malik blinked awake, head pounding, blood slick across his face. He was upside down, trapped by the seatbelt, the world inverted. In the shattered remains of the rearview mirror, he saw her, hanging upside down like him, face inches from his, still smiling. Her teeth reached all the way to her ears now. The last thing Malik heard before darkness swallowed him was her whisper, "Keep your eyes on the road." The car's hazard lights blinked into the night, lonely and patient, until the rain began again.